Biggest influence.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna pull
that
his
we
card
can't
here.
forget about is my pops, you know.
Alright.
As like my first memories of a studio, first time ever being in a studio, recording studios with my father. He played jazz, you know what I mean? So I had the opportunity. A lot of my peoples I grew up with, they families was on drugs or whatever, you know. We just, you know, you can't knock it, but that was that. And my pops was into jazz music, and he took me to the studio at a young age. So I was blessed to be around the studio as a kid and go to concerts with him as a kid and see what this whole thing is like.
Let's get to it.
And you're sitting at home doing this shit? You should be honoring a medal for this. Stop fucking around and be a man. There ain't nothing out here for you. Oh, yes, there is. This.
Yo, Nas, yo, what the fuck is this bullshit on the radio, son?
Chill, that's the shit, God, chill.
Hey, yo, pull out and shave, man. Let's count this money, man. Hey, yo, Nas, put the grass over there, you know what I'm saying? Cause we been to the Jacksons. You know how we get down, baby.
Nas, man, shit is mad real right now. The project's for a nigga, yo, word of mother. All them crab ass rappers be coming up to me, man. Word of mother, man. I think we need to let them niggas know it's real, man.
True indeed, you know what I'm saying? But when it's real, you doing this even without a record contract, you know what I'm saying? You doing this since back then.
I'm saying, regardless how I go down, we gon' keep it real. We trying to see many matches and coops, kid.
Yo, you know how that go. Where's Grand Wizard and Mayo at, man?
The Jackson Podcast.
Hey, we got to get into this, man. Like 30 years later, I got to talk about it. You know, at the age of 44, growing up, I heard hip hop before I heard Illmatic. I heard NWA, Public Enemy. I see I got the, where it's at, the pen on my hat, on my Kango, the Public Enemy pen. I heard The Bridge Is Over, KRS-One. I heard a lot of things. But when I first got past the Walkman or the tape deck and I was in control of the music, the first two albums I listened to was Outkast, Southern Playalistic, Cadillac Music, and Illmatic. And I didn't know at that time that both of those albums would be classics. The one I gravitated to the most was Illmatic. Even though I should have been able to relate to Outkast more because I'm from the South. I loved their music. I loved the album. The album is a classic. I'm not knocking it. But I gravitated to Nas the most. I wanted to come back and celebrate this album because I couldn't understand it at that young age like how I can now. And with the resurgence of Nas, him releasing 6 albums in the last 3 years, and me reviewing them on my channel, I know a lot of people may watch this video come back from my previous reviews, but we celebrated Nas, and we're going to celebrate him again. Let's get to it. Track 1, New York State of Mind. Let's go.
Yeah. And yo, Black, it's time. Word, it's timing.
It's time, man.
Alright, begin. Yeah, straight out the fucking dungeons of rap, where fake niggas don't make it back. I don't know how to start this. Yo. Rappers are monkey flipping with the funky rhythm I be kicking. Musician, inflicting composition of pain. I'm like Scarface, sniffing cocaine, holding an M16. See with the pen I'm extreme. Now, bullet holes left in my peak holes. I'm suited up with street clothes. Hand me a 9 and out the feet foes. Y'all know my stilo, with or without the airplay. I keep some E and J, sitting bent up in the stairway, or either on the corner betting grants with the CeeLo champs. Laughing at bass heads, trying to sell some broken amps. G-Packs get off quick forever. Niggas talk shit, reminiscing about the last time the task force flipped. Niggas be running through the block shooting. Time to start the revolution. Catch a body head for Houston. Once they caught us off guard, the Mac 10 was in the grass and I ran like a cheetah with thoughts of an assassin. Picked the Mac up, told brothers back up. The Mac spit, lead was hitting niggas. One ran, I made a backflip. Heard a few chicks scream, my arm shook, couldn't look. Gave another squeeze, heard it click. Yo, my shit is stuck. Tried to cock it, it wouldn't shoot. Now I'm in danger. danger. Finally pulled it back and saw 3 bullets caught up in the chamber. So now I'm jetting to the building lobby, and it was full of children, probably couldn't see as high as I be. It's like the game ain't the same. Got younger niggas pulling the triggers, bringing fame to their name and claim some corners. Crews without guns or corners. In broad daylight, stick up kids, they run up on us. 4-5s and gauges, max and facts. Same niggas that catch you back to back, snatching your cracks in black. Yo, is a snitch on the block, getting niggas knocked. So hold your stash till the coke price drop. I know this crackhead who says she gotta smoke nice rock, and if it's good, you bring your customers and measuring plots. But yo, you gotta slide on a vacation. Inside information keeps large niggas erasing and they wives spacing. It drops deep as it does in my breath. I never sleep, cause sleep is the cousin of death. Beyond the walls of intelligence, life is defined. I think of crime when I'm in a New York state of mind.
Before the first verse come on, the second verse come on, I want to say that man rapped for 2 minutes and 24 seconds, man. Like, hold up. I gotta pause it because I want to hear it. But I want to give him his flowers. You know, damn, now we barely getting 12s. Folks rapping and giving us 8 bars. He rapped, that's a whole, in this TikTok era, that's longer than a song. You know what I mean? That verse was a whole record nowadays. Most records are 1 minute and 59 seconds. He rapped one verse, 2 minutes and 24 seconds. I'm looking at it right now. Let's get into the second verse though.
Incorrect, then I step, investments and stock, sewing up the blocks to sell rocks, winning gunfights with mega cops, but just a nigga, walking with his finger on the trigger, make enough figures until my pockets get bigger. I ain't the type of brother made for you to start testing. Give me a Smith & Wesson, I have niggas undressing. Thinking of cash flow, Buddha and shelter. Whenever frustrated, I'ma hijack Delta and the PJs. My blend tape plays, bullets and strays. Young bitches is crazy. Each block is like a maze full of black rats trapped. Plus the Allen is packed. From what I hear in all the stories, when my peoples come back black, I'm living where the nights is jet black. The fiends fight to get crack. I just max. I dream I could sit back and lamp like Capone with drug strips on. All the legal luxury life rings flooded with stones. Homes. I got so many rhymes, I don't think I'm too sane. Life is parallel to hell, but I must maintain it be prosperous. Though we live dangerous, cops could just arrest me, blaming us we're held like hostages. It's only right that I was born to use mics, and the stuff that I write is even tougher than dice. I'm taking rappers to a new plateau through rap slow. My rhyming is a vitamin, hell without a capsule. The smooth criminal on beat breaks. Never put me in your box if your shit eats tape. The city never sleeps, full of villains and creeps. That's where I learned to do my hustle, had to scuffle with freaks. I'm an addict for sneakers, 20s of Buddha and bitches with beepers. In the streets I could greet ya, about blunts I teach ya. Inhale deep like the words in my breath. I never sleep, cause sleep is the cousin of death. I lay puzzle as I backtrack to earlier times. Nothing's equivalent to the New York state of mind.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.
You know, in this era, the streaming era, we don't get the credits. Like, we don't even know who produced records or sampled or composed or none of that. I want to read y'all the Wikipedia thing about this song, because listening to this song, that piano riff caught my attention. Like, you know what I'm saying? It really caught my attention more than the bars was impeccable, but that piano really caught my attention. So the song's production was handled by DJ Premier, who sampled 2 jazz songs. 2 songs was sampled to create that beat. And that beat kind of was simplistic. It sounded like it was real simple and clean, but it was 2 songs that sampled that to make that happen like that. So the samples was Mind Rain by Joe Chambers and Flight Time by Donald Byrd. Premier additionally scratched up vocal sample by Eric B. and Rakim's song Mahogany. Nas raps 2 verses on the songs in which he's talked about his rapping talent and describes the most dangerous environment, that is the New York City Queensbridge housing projects. Over a drum break sample of NT by Kool and the Gang, Nas has attributed the song Streets of New York by Kool G Rap as one of the song's primary influences. Rap would later sample this song and give Nas a guest spot on his album 456. A sequel to New York State of Mind can be found on Nas' 1999 album I Am, that was released January the 28th, 2019, it was considered certified gold by the RIAA. Man, that's a dope record, man. That's a dope record. Is that the first record already? Oh, we're going to take our time with this. 30 years later. Let's get into track 2, Life's a Bitch featuring AZ.
Hey, what's up? Let's keep it real, son. Count this money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, put the grants over there in the safe, you know what I'm saying? Cause we spinning these Jacksons. The Washingtons go to wifey, you know how that go.
I'm saying that's what this is all about, right? Clothes, bank rolls, and hoes, you know what I'm saying? Yo, then what, man? What?
Visualizing the realism of life and actuality. Fuck who's the baddest. A person's status depends on salary. And my mentality is money orientated. I'm destined to live the dream for all my peeps who never made it. Cause yeah, we were beginners in the hood as 5%. But something must have got in us. Cause all of us turned to sinners. Now some resting in peace and some are sitting in San Quentin. Others such as myself are trying to carry on tradition. Keeping this weapon wrestling street ghetto essence inside us. Cause it provides us with the proper insight to guide us. Even though we know somehow we all gotta go. But as long as we leave and thieving, we'll be leaving with some kind of dope. So into that day we expire and turn to vapors. Me and my capers, I'll be somewhere stacking plenty papers. Keeping it real, packing still getting high. Cause life's a bitch and then you die. Life's a bitch and then you die. That's why we get high. Cause you never know when you're gonna go. Life's a bitch and then you die. That's why we puff lie. Cause you never know when you're gonna go. Life's a bitch and then you die. That's why we get high. Cause you never know when you're gonna go. Life's a bitch and then you die. That's why we puff lie.
I woke up early on my born day. I'm 20, it's a blessing. The essence of adolescent leaves my body now freshened. My physical frame is celebrated cause I made it. 1/4 through life, some godly like thing created. Got rhymes 365 days annual plus some. Load up the mic and bust one. Cuss while I puss from my skull cause it's pain in my brain vein. Money maintained, no go against the grain, simple and plain. When I was younger, this I used to do my thing hard. Rock.
I want to tell y'all something before I move further along in the episode. I want to say something about me growing up in the South. Like, growing up in the South, I grew up in a neighborhood called the College Hills Apartments. It was right beside a college called Knoxville College. So at first it wasn't a projects. It was like, you know what I'm saying, just a place where the college kids, they rested at. They had their dorms and all of that in College Hills. So at first, Knoxville College was a college that didn't have people originally from Knoxville in it. It was people from New York City, people from Chicago, people from Detroit. They went to that HBCU school. It no longer has accreditation no more, so the school ain't popping like that. But I'm talking about this because I'm making it relevant with the Nas, how I found out about Nas and all of that and his music. So listening to that Life's a Bitch song, I can hear the Suzukis with the gold rims or the Mac Leans on it riding down the street. I can hear it because in my neighborhood where I grew up at in College Hills, my window was right by the street, so I could see the cars and the dope boys and all of that riding through. And it wasn't a bad neighborhood at first. It's where all the college girls from New York, Chicago, and Detroit lived at. So with me saying that, like, the dope boys used to ride through the neighborhood and holler at the girls. And that's what made it become a projects. Because you know the girls like the dope boys, the niggas with the money and all of that. So they was coming through in the Suzukis and the Jeeps and all of that. And they was bumping that Nas. And I can remember hearing Life's a Bitch. Let's keep going.
Dip to the projects, flashing my quick cash and got my first piece of ass smoking blunts with hash. Now it's all about cash in abundance. Niggas I used to run with is rich, are doing years in the hundreds. I switched my motto. Instead of saying fuck tomorrow, that buck that bought a bottle could've struck the lotto. Once I stood on the block, loose cracks, produced stacks. I cooked up and cut small pieces to get my loot back. Time is Illmatic, keep static like wool fabric. Pack a 4matic to crack your whole cabbage.
Life's a bitch and then you die. That's why we get high, cause you never know when you're gonna go. Life's a bitch and then you die. That's why we puff lie, cause you never know when you're gonna go.
I heard heard in an interview where AZ and Nas was talking, and they said that was originally a AZ song, like he started the song off and all of that. But that was a dope record, man. And Nas, his second verse wasn't lacking or whatever. It's just that they brotherhood and them rapping together, they make phenomenal music together to me. I like AZ. I also think that AZ is one of the most slept on artists of all time. You know, I was just talking about Dom Kennedy and Wale as of recently. Like, it's a lot of great lyricists and people that put words together that folks don't appreciate as much as they should. And AZ is one of them individuals because he's, you know what I mean, going ball for ball on every song that he ever did with Nas. And Nas, to me, is the best lyricist of all time. A lot of people don't like lyricists, though. I come to the realization that a lot of individuals are programmed and they don't even want to hear good quality music or a good message, and they want to be entertained. They want entertainment. They don't want to learn shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be wanting to be entertained. Folks would rather go to the movies than read a book. Folks would rather hear a rapper talking about twerking and, you know what I'm saying, and I got more money and I'm stunting harder than you, than hear somebody with some lyrics and some bars that's actually saying something. Let's get to the next track, though. The World Is Yours.
It's yours. Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. I sip the Don P, watching Gandhi till I'm charged and writing in my book of rhymes. All the words past the margin. The whole of mic I'm throbbing. Mechanical movement, understandable smooth shit that murderers move with. The thief's theme. Play me at night, they won't act right. The fiend of hip hop has got me stuck like a crack pipe. The mind activation, react like I'm facing time like Pappy Mason. With pins I'm embracing, wipe the sweat off my dome, spit the phlegm on the streets. Suede Timbs on my beats makes my cipher complete. Weather cruising in a 6 cab, a Montero Jeep, I can't call it. The beats make me falling asleep, I keep falling, but never falling 6 feet deep. I'm out for presidents to represent me. Say what? I'm out for presidents to represent me. Say what? I'm out for dead presidents to represent me.
That's crazy, man. All I can think about is the Jay-Z sampling that record or whatever. And, you know, for him to be the age he was when he released this album, I don't think men can comprehend this album, certain individuals, and their latter ages of life.
Bless your life. To my peoples throughout Queens, God bless your life. I trick we box of crazy bitches, aim at guns and all my baby pictures. Beef with housing police, release scriptures that's maybe Hitler's. Yet I'm the mal, money getting style, rolling foul. The versatile honey, sticking wild, golden child, dwelling in the rotten apple. You get tackled, caught by the devil's lasso. Shit is a hassle. There's no days for broke days. We selling smoke pays while all the old folks pray to Jesus, soaking their sins in trays. A holy water, odds against nods and slaughter. Finger the word best describing my life. To name my daughter my strength. My son, the star, will be my resurrection. Born in correction, all the wrong shit I did, he'll lead in right direction. How you living large or broke, or charge cards are mediocre. You flipping coca, playing spit spades and strip poker. It's yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? Yo, the world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
You know, salute to Pete Rock for that production. Who was that did that hook, y'all? Help me out in the comment section. Remind me who that was that did that hook. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? The world is yours. I forgot who did that hook, man. It might have been Pete Rock that performed that hook on that song also. It was Pete Rock. You know, that is like, when was he when he recorded this? 1920 when it released? 1920. You know, to be speaking that way at that age should be applauded. You know, I heard people speak limitation over their life. Like they can't. You know what I'm saying? They ain't capable. These people are against me. The government owes me this. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of that. And nigga was a young nigga talking about the world is yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? That's a motivational song at that age. Then, man, that's like he was speaking motivational through the music. Let's get to the next track, man. I know y'all tired of me talking. Halftime. Now this that Jeep music.
Check me out, y'all. Nasty Nas in your area. About to cause mass hysteria. Before a blunt, I take out my fronts, then I start the front. Matter of fact, I'll be on a manhunt. You couldn't catch me in the streets without a ton of reefer. That's like Malcolm X catching a jungle fever. King poetic, too much flavor, I'm major. Atlanta ain't braver, I pull a number like a pager. Cause I'm an ace when I face the base. 40 side is the place that is giving me grace. Now wait, another dose and you might be dead. And I'm a Nike head, I wear chains that excite the feds. Ain't a damn thing gonna change. I'ma perform a strange show, the mic warmer was born to game. Nas, why did you do it? You know you got the mad fat fluid when you rhyme. It's halftime. It's halftime. Hey yo, it's halftime. It's halftime. It's like that. You know it's like that. I got it him, now you never get the mic back. When I attack, there ain't an army that can strike back. So I react never calmly on a hype track. I set it off with my own rhyme, cause I'm as ill as a convict who kills for phone time. I'm max like a sex, a flex like sex in your stereo sets. Nas a catch wreck, I used to hustle. Now all I do is relax and strive. When I was young, I was a fan of the Jackson 5. I drop jewels, wear jewels, hope to never run it. With more kicks than a baby in a mother's stomach. Nasty Nas has to rise cause of wise. This is exercise till the microphone dies. Back in 83, I was an MC sparking, but I was too scared to grab the mics in the parks and kick my little raps cause I thought niggas wouldn't understand. And now in every jam, I'm the fucking man. I rap in front of more niggas than in the slave ships. I used to watch Chips, now I load plot clips. I got to have it, I miss Mr. Magic. Versatile, my style switches like a faggot, but not bisexual. I'm an intellectual, a rap, I'm a professional, and that's no question, yo.
Oh, I gotta stop it. I apologize, y'all, man. I hope this influenced y'all to go listen to the album on your own time, because I ain't gonna play the whole record, but boy, he would have got canceled. He talking about faggots and everything. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that on YouTube. I wish I didn't have to, like, censor myself on YouTube for my channel to get in the algorithm and all of that, but what he said on there, he would have got canceled today if he would have said that. And I like how strategic he was, because this is halfway through the album. That's why he named it Halftime. And you know, in the South and the West Coast, people were saying around this era of the Wu-Tang and Nas and certain producers and all of that, that New York was losing its pace because of the simplistic production. But me listening to it now, I can hear the subway vibes and the cold winter Timberlands. That's what it sounds like to me. Subway, cold winter Timberlands, triple fat gooses, Avarex coats, smoking with the, you know what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like to me. And I'm enjoying this record, and I really thoroughly like this album. Like it's put together so well. But we're gonna get into the next track though. Memory Lane.
Fuck that shit. Word. Fuck that other shit, you know what I'm saying? We gonna do a little something like this, you know what I'm saying? Stay up on this. Keep it on and on and on and on and, you know what I'm saying? Big Nas, Grand Wizard. God, what is it like? You know what I'm saying? Yo, damn.
I rap for listeners, blunt heads, fly ladies and prisoners, Hennessy holders and old school niggas, then I be dissing the unofficials that mo woolly tie. I dropped out of coolie high, gas to bar, cocaine, cutie pie, jungle survivor, fuck who's the lava. My man put the battery in my sins are dented. With formality, moderation's infinite. Money-wise, a physiology. Poetry, that's a part of me. Retardedly, Bob, I dropped the ancient manifested hip-hop. Straight off the block, I reminisce of park chairs. My man was shot for a sheep coat. Chocolate blessing, make me see him dropping my weed smoke. It's real, grew up in trife life. The times of white lines, the hype pipes. Murderous night times, the night fights and bright crimes. Chill on the block with cognac, strap. With my peeps that's in the drug money market interact. No sign of the beast and the blue Chrysler. I guess that means peace for niggas. No shice device to just snipe ya. Start up the dice, roll a match for crap to CeeLo. With side bets, so roll the deuce, nothing below. Peace God. Peace God, now the shit is explained. I'm taking niggas on a trip straight through memory lane. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all.
Let me take a trip down memory lane. Coming out of Queens. Let me take a trip down memory lane. Coming out of Queens. Let me take a trip down memory lane. Coming out of Queens. Let me take a trip down memory lane. Coming out of Queens.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.
You know, like an artist or a consumer now probably will not like that scratching within the record. But you know, a person that knows hip hop or a person that appreciates the culture, appreciates the DJ, will understand why that's there. Like, the DJ was making his presence felt. Like, we didn't need no hook. Let me get mine off, pause. Right now, let me get mine off. Let me do my thing and contribute to the record by putting my scratches and my energy into it. And then the crowd will react to that differently. Like, people don't like that now, and I think that that's a missing art that Nas and DJ Premier is going to bring back to the game once they release that record that they plotting and planning on right now. That I hope they release it before the year is up, but who knows though, dog. Let's get into the next track though, man. One Love. This was my favorite track I've heard when it first released.
Yo, check this shit out, man.
Hey, yo, God, give me a cigarette, man.
Yo, here you go. Check it out, man. Check out what I got here, man.
What is that? What's that?
Yo, it's a letter I got from my man Nas, man. Word is born.
Yo, what it say, kid?
What up, kid? I know shit is rough doing your bid. When the cops came, you should've slid to my crib. Fuck it, black, no time for looking back, it's done. Plus, congratulations, you know you got a son. I heard he looks like ya. Why don't your lady write ya? Told her she should visit, that's when she got hyper. Flipping, talking about he acts too rough. He didn't listen, he be riffing while I'm telling him stuff. I was like, yeah, shorty don't care. She a snake too. Fucking with them niggas from that fake crew that hate you. But yo, guess who got shot in the dome piece? Jerome's niece on her way home from Jones Beach is bugged. Plus Little Rob is selling drugs on a dime. Hanging out with young thugs that all carry nines. And nighttime is more tripe than ever. What up with Mega? Did you see him or y'all together? If so, then hold a fort down. Represent to the fullest. Say what's up to Herb, Ice and Bullet. I left for $500 in your commissary. You was my nigga when push came to shove.
One what?
One love.
One love. One love. One love. One love.
Stay strong, out in New York, the same shit is going on. The crackhead stalking, loud mouths is talking. Ho, check out the story yesterday when I was walking. That nigga get shot last year, try to appear like he hurtin' something. Word him up, I heard him frontin', and he be pumping on your block. Your man gave him your Glock, and now they run together. What up, son? Whatever. Since I'm on the streets, I'ma put it to a cease. But I heard you blew a nigga with an ox for the phone piece, wildin' on the island. But now with Elmira, better chill, cause them niggas will put that ass on fire. Last time you wrote, you said they tried you in the showers, but maintain when you come home, the corner's hours on the reels. All these crap niggas know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they probably do is squeal. But chill, see you on the next VI. I gave you my Duke's loop for kicks, plus cinch your flicks. Your brother's buck wildin' in 4 Main. He wrote me, he might be this case silly. Come home, I'm playing low key. So stay civilized, time flies, though incarcerated, your mind dies. I hate it when your mom's cries. It kinda makes me wanna murder, for real. I even got a mask and gloves to bust slugs, but one love.
One love. One love. One love. One love. One love. One love. One love. One love.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast. Podcast.
You know, I've been wanting to give Q-Tip his flowers for a while. That production was dope. The hook was dope. The verses and the bars was dope. It created like a energy, a feeling that you could feel the presence of them brothers and their art, and you know what I mean, how good they was at creating their thing. Like, I need to research something about Q-Tip and Nas' relationship, why they haven't worked together more often, or if they plan on working together again, or what happened, or what's happening, or how they feel about each other's work ethic and all of that type stuff, because that was a dope song. That was like my favorite song off of that album at that time. But now I personally feel like it's not a bad song on this album, period. Nothing is bad to me. One time for your mind, let's get to it.
Yeah, it's Illmatic. Yeah. It's Illmatic. Yeah. It's Illmatic.
One time for your mind, one time.
Yeah, whatever.
One time for your mind, one time.
Yo, whatever.
One time for your mind, one time. Hey, yo, nine.
What up,
Kick
Paul?
that fucking rhyme.
Check it out. When I'm chillin', I grab the Buddha, get my crew to buy beers and watch a flick, illin' and root for the villain, Plus every morning I go out and love it sorta chilly. Then I send a shorty from my block to the store for Phillies. After being blessed by the herb's essence, I'm back to my rest, 10 minutes, some odd seconds. That's where I got the honey at. Spends the night for sexin', keep lubrication, lifestyle protection. Picking up my stereos, remote control quickly. Ron G's in the cassette deck, rocking the shit, G. I try to stay mellow, rock. Well, acapella rhymes that make me richer than a slipper-made Cinderella fella. Go get your crew, Hobbs, I'm prepared to bomb troops. Y'all niggas was born, I shot my way out, my mom dukes. When I was 10, I was a hip hop and shorty wop, known for rocking microphones and twisting off a 40 top. Yeah.
One time for your mind, one time.
Yeah, whatever.
One time for your mind, one time.
It sound clever.
Hey, yo, Nas, fuck that, man. That shit was fat. But kick that for them gangsters, man. Fuck all that, man.
Right. What up, niggas? How y'all?
You know, that's not a bad record, but I'm not getting ready to sit up here and like cap to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That was my least favorite record off of this album, and it still is my least favorite record, because it's not that it's a bad record, it just doesn't resonate with me and my soul. I can't relate to it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna skip along. And damn, is that a skipper? Help me out in the comment section. Is that one of those records? Even like, I know people my age need to hear this, and the young people listening to this, I don't want to bash Nas or whatever, and make this not a classic, because a lot of people say that this is the best hip hop album of all time. But if it has a skipper on it, does it make it a classic? One song being a skipper, and am I wrong saying that it is a skipper? You know what I'm saying? Is this one that you just skip by because this one ain't for me? Real talk. Help me out in the comment section. Let's further the discussion in the comment section about One Time for Your Mind. Let's get on to Represent though.
What up, Don?
What up, Don? What up, we got?
What up, dog? You niggas up, man. I don't know the style.
Represent.
Straight up shit is real, and any day could be your last in the jungle. Get murdered on the humble, guns are blast, niggas tumble. The corners is the hot spot full of mad criminals who don't care. Guzzling beers, we all stare at the out of towners. They better break north before we get the
He just sampled this on his recent album, Magic 3.
undercovers, homicide chasing brothers. The D's on the roof trying to watch us and knock us and kill a coppers. Even come through in helicopters. I drink a little vodka, spark a L and hold a Glock for the fronters. Wanna be ill niggas and spot runners, thinking it can't happen till I trap them and clap them and leave them done. Won't even run about guards, I don't believe in none of that shit. Your facts are backwards. Nas is a rebel of the street corner, pulling the tech out the dresser. Police got me under pressure. Yo, they call me Nas, I'm not your legal type of fella. My wet drinking, marijuana smoking street dweller who's always on the corner, rolling up blessed. When I dress is never nothing less than guess. Kobe walking with a bop and my hat turned back. Love committing sins in cop out. Never like this shit from day one, cause life ain't shit but stress, fake niggas and crap stunts. So I guzzle my Hennessy while pulling on mad blunts. The brutalizer, brutalizer, accelerator, the type of nigga who be pissing in your elevator. Somehow the rap game reminds me of the crack game. Used to sport valleys and gazelles with black frames. Now I'm into fat chains, sex and text. Fly new chicks and new kicks, heinies and bags.
Represent, represent. Represent, represent. Represent, represent.
No doubt, see my stats are fat. This is what it's about.
Fire record, man. Like I said on during the commentary of that song, like he sampled that song before. That reminds me of a freestyle battle on the block. You know, I used to do that with one of my homeboys, Marlon Mitchell. If you're listening to the podcast, salute to you, my brother. But we used to freestyle all the time in the hood, and you know what I mean? That's what that remind me of. Some a simplistic beat and some brothers on the block in front of the cars or whatever, just spitting what they spitting. And you know what I mean? That is like the origins of hip hop, of rap. You know what I'm saying? That freestyle battle, the freestyling on the block, not the battle, the cipher or none of that, but the freestyling on the block. That's the origins of hip hop. But we're gonna get into the last track, man. I think it's the last track. Hold up, let me look. I'm playing this off my phone, y'all. I apologize, but we celebrate Nas right now, man. 30 years later. You know, I heard his second album the same time I heard this album because I was late to it. But I was just 14. I wasn't buying albums and none of that yet. You know what I'm saying? I was with my partners and my uncle's friends, and they was listening to it. But we get ready to get into this record. It ain't hard to tell. Let's go. This might be my favorite too.
I attract clientele. My mic check is life or death, breathing a sniper's breath. I exhale the yellow smoke of Buddha through righteous steps, deep like the shining, sparkle like a diamond, sneaker Uzi on the Allen, and my army jacket lining hit the earth like a comet invasion. Nas is like the Afrocentric Asian, half man, half amazing. Cause in my physical, I can express through song, delete stress like Motrin, then extend strong. I drink my wet with Medusa, give us shotguns in hell from the split that I lived in hell. It ain't hard to tell. Stories by Aesop, place your loot up, parties I shoot up. Nas I analyze, drop a jewel, inhale from the L, school of full well. You feel it like Grail, it ain't hard to tell. I kick a skill like Shaquille holds a pill. Vocabulary spills, I'm ill, plusmatic. I freak beat, slam it like Iron Sheik. Jam like a tech with correct techniques. So analyze me, surprise me, but can't magnetize me. Scanning while you're planning.
I gotta stop it. Salute the large professor. Goodness gracious, that beat silly. Salute to Michael Jackson. I remember listening to an interview where Nas said that Michael Jackson told him he could sample the record free of charge as long as he didn't curse on it. Let's get back to it.
And ways to sabotage me, I leave him froze like heroin in your nose. Nas a rock well, it ain't hard to tell. Chosen, I leave your brain stimulated. Niggas is frozen. Speak with criminal slang. Begin like a violin. End like Leviathan is deep. Well, let me try again. Wisdom be leaking out my grapefruit truth. I dominate break loose. Giving mics ministry cycles. Streets disciple. I rock beats that's mega trifle. And groove even smoother than moves by Villanova. You're still a soldier. I'm like Sly Stone and Cobra. Packing like a roster in the weed spot.
Jackson Podcast.
Salute to y'all for tuning in to this episode, man. It was highly appreciated. You know, this is one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. Nas, the GOAT. My GOAT, personally. I'm going to give y'all my perspective. Like, this is a 10 out of 10, even though I was kind of critical of that second to last song. You know, I only have one album above this in my top albums, my top list albums. And that's my preference of listening to music. I would put My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Jay-Z, by Kanye West above this. But next in line will be this because of the authenticity of it, the youthfulness, the youthful energy that Nas displayed on this. Like, when you're young and you're able to put those words together like how he did, he's unmatched, man. Real talk. But thank y'all for tuning in, man, and make sure you subscribe to the channel and tap in with your boy in the comment section. Let's go.
Families was on drugs or whatever, you know, we just, you know, you can't knock it, but that was that. And my pops was into jazz music, and he took me to the studio at a young age, so I was blessed to be around the studio as a kid and go to concerts with him as a kid and see.
The Jackson Podcast.